Hello, this is Retro Pokefan, a video game collector slash voice actor aficionado. Welcome to the 857th collection video I've been doing recently because I've been running out of ideas aside from the Pokemon Journey stuff, and this is basically the best I can do because I can't be arsed. Today we're going to be showing you my PS1 collection, about, as you can see, 16 or 17 games in total, probably about 16. So yeah, a nice little list of titles here. So I shall get started with Rugrats Search for Reptar, based off of the classic Nickelodeon series. That's actually getting a new series, or reboot as they would call it these days. As you can see, this is not in the PlayStation cases like this one. This is in sort of a bit of wonky CD case as per usual. Well, not as per usual, but in a CD case. Absolutely nothing on the back. It's a 2 CD case, but yeah, the cover's a little bit like that just to put it in, and there's no manual, of course. And disc is a little bit scratched up, but it still plays. It's a pretty interesting game if you like these sort of cartoon tie-in games, and this might be up your alley. Also, fun fact, this was developed by the same people, the same company, N-Space, who would go on to do the Call of Duty games on the DS, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. I can't have a PS1 collection without Dancing Stage, or in this case, Dancing Stage Party Edition. And the case is a bit cracked. Well, a little bit cracked. Some of these cases are a little bit cracked. Featuring Kylie, S Club 7, and more. So that's a pretty interesting list. This comes from Cash Converters, and you know it's from Cash Converters because it's got the annoyingly very sticky stickers. You can barely get the bloody things off, so I've decided not to, but it costs $2.99, so that's pretty cool. Dancing Stage Party Edition will have you out of your seat dancing away to an awesome array of tunes, including Kylie, that's Kylie Minogue, Can't Get You Out of My Head, S Club 7, Don't Stop Moving, and The Cardigans, My Favourite Game. So yeah, there's about 51 different tracks on here, well, probably a lot of them being original ones made by Konami. I've got an advert there for Dancing Stage Euromix, which I'll try to get soon. This is my brother's favourite one, because he used to play it in the amusements a lot, and I believe they still have them. I don't know, because I've not been there for a while and don't really plan to ever go back, to be honest. But right. Some of the songs in there and all that. Those are the licensed ones. And there's the disc right there. Oh, really nice looking. Next up is truly one of the most pitiful games I've ever had in my collection. This is Emmi Shellshock for £5. Too much, still too much for £5. This is one of the fucking worst games I've ever played in my life. Seriously, it is so bad. It needs to be seen. Like, go watch videos of it. It's terrible. Utterly pitiful platformer, trying so hard to be like Crash Bandicoot, but feeling like it was made by aliens who came from a certain planet and wanted to try to make a Crash Bandicoot game, but failed miserably in the process. Nice cutscenes though, but just from the PC game, so yeah, there's really nothing good about this at all. I just bought this for the novelty of just having a bad game in my collection, and well, I guess Emmi Shellshock fits the bill of being one of the most utterly despicable games on the PlayStation 1. It's in nice condition though, but probably because nobody's played it, and for good reason. Ready to Rumble Boxing. Oh, I think my camera's going a bit blowy there for a second. There we go. Ready to Rumble Boxing. I think it was a launch title on the Dreamcast. I still only have 2 Dreamcast games at the moment, but I just want to try to get more when I have the chance. Which came from the Entertainment Station, my local video game store. This also came from that shop as well. In fact, I think I bought it around the same time as Ready to Rumble Boxing 2. So yeah. Let's get ready to rumble. Did I butcher that completely? There's the manual. Big old chunky manual. Look at that little chunky boy. And this right there. I can't get the case close. There we go. Music 2000, music creation for the PlayStation, and apparently the official PlayStation magazine gave it a 9 out of 10, saying it's one of a kind and totally brilliant to boot, and a 5 out of 5 on computer video games as well. This I got from the What's it called again? Actually, I don't know what King's shop it was, but I got it from a game shop. It might come into my head a bit later on, but I don't know. Complete. Actually, most of these games are complete, so I think I'll just stop saying that. And there's the disc. Nice funky looking disc there. Moving on to one of my favourite game franchises, the Worms series, with put that to the side. The first one, Worms, this is the Platinum Edition, which is probably the most common version you'll find. This is still a good game, but it's a little bit dated looking, especially compared to a lot of the later games in the series, and of course this is going a bit off focus again. Focus! Focus on the worm, please! No, fuck it, it doesn't want... Oh, there we go. But anyway, it's a little bit dated looking when compared to the other Worms games. Again, another big old chunky manual there. But it's still decent. Still a decent little game to have in the collection. Obviously a platinum disc, so nothing interesting going on with the disc. And of course we've got my favourite game, Worms Armageddon. Easily the best game in the series. Absolute fun no matter which version you play it on. Well, maybe except the Game Boy Color version, but that's still kind of okay as a decent sort of alternative. But still, absolutely tremendous fun. Also got this on the PC as well. I think I might get it on the Dreamcast eventually. I've got World Party on the Dreamcast. Which, speaking of which, here it is now. Worms World Party, which I also have the Dreamcast, as I said before. It's basically the same as Armageddon, except there's now a worm pot feature, and you can do all sorts of different sort of things with the worm pot. Yeah, if you liked Armageddon, then you may like World Party, or you might think it's a little bit too similar. I don't know. And the camera's gone out of focus again. We got Driver 2 back on the streets. This is the PlayStation Platinum version. Unfortunately, missing the manual, and the case is a bit broken as well, so... Disc 1, it just kind of falls out. So yeah, this is a 2-disc game, so you've got Disc 1 and Disc 2. And again, another big rating from the official PlayStation magazine. They gave it a 10 out of 10. So yeah, I love how nice and shiny the Platinum cases are. Speed Freaks, which you saw in the last pickup video, I think. The Value Series edition, but it's still got the regular stuff in it. Pretty fun racing game. It did take a bit of a while to kind of settle into this game, but this is a pretty fun racing game. Quite challenging too, so that's pretty good. School's out, racing's in, we just want to race and nothing's gonna stop us. We've got our own custom-built cars, loads of wild and dangerous tracks, and a shitload of power-ups to help us cheat our way to the finish line. So get out of our way! Next we got Croc, Legend of the Gobbos. This is a pretty sort of interesting platformer. Again, kind of takes a bit of getting used to with the tank controls, because this was actually made for the analog thing, so it has tank controls in a platformer. Sounds a bit scary at first, but it's pretty decent, even if it does have its fair share of flaws. I do want to try and get the sequel, Croc 2, but which goes for a little bit more than this one. Next up are 2 recent games, actually, which you will be seeing in the next pickups video when I get the chance to. So this is technically your first time seeing these 2 new games I picked up. So the first one is Incredible Crisis, another bit of a cracked case, but I picked this one up for really cheap on eBay. Yeah, that was really surprising. Also the seller, with again another chunky manual, the seller was kind enough to include this to protect the disc, so that was very nice of them, so thank you for that. There is the disc right there. And there's the back of it. It's unbelievable! It's amazing! It's Incredible Crisis! So I'll just place that on the side. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3! Yeah, I bet a couple of you didn't know that this, and for one, the PS1 as well. I was actually thinking of getting the PS2 version, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, my PS2 barely refuses to read DVD-ROM discs. So, if you know what I'm referring to these sort of games, you see, the DVD-ROM logo there. It's refusing to read those sort of discs for whatever reason, and it just reads compact disc ones. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. I think we're going to have to find a new PS2, which is really unfortunate. So yeah, I decided I would just make do with the PS1 version for now. And yeah, I've been really getting into the Tony Hawk games for some reason. I really don't know why, but I've been finding this a lot of fun. Will I like it if I do get the other games a bit? Well, I don't know, but as the first big Tony Hawk game that I've got on the PlayStation, this is really decent, and unfortunately this is yet another cracked case, so the disc kind of moves about all over the place, so I think I might have to try and get a new case. And then last but not least, the only three PS1 RPGs that I have currently at the moment we've got is the first Grandia, which was originally on the Sega Saturn, but then it got ported over to the PlayStation. That was the version that got localized. There's the incredibly out of focus back. Unfortunately, though, this does not have... Oh. Oh dear, I don't know how that happened. I think this case might be a bit on the broken side. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't have the manual, but it does have 2 discs. Both discs, to be precise, and... yeah, unfortunately, I think the case is a little bit broken. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. I think it's a bit stuck now, so I think I'll just leave that on the side. Final Fantasy VII, of course. Yeah, you can't have a PlayStation collection without having this RPG in your collection. There's the back of it, unfortunately out of focus. There we go. It is the regular black label case, but as we open it up, it is the Platinum discs for whatever reason, and the Platinum manual, which is unfortunately a bit ripped. So that's really unfortunate. Also got a demo disc for Final Fantasy VIII, which is, funnily enough, the next game we'll be seeing in a second. So yeah, unfortunately, the front cover's a bit ripped, a bit annoying. And you've got a memory card advert on the back. Try beating Final Fantasy VII without it! God, just imagine somebody trying to beat the game without the bloody thing. Is that even possible, though? Could you actually beat Final Fantasy VII without a memory card? I don't know. I wonder if that's possible. And last but not least is Final Fantasy VIII. In very nice condition as well, might I add. And this is a 4-disc game, so it's a bit longer than the next one. So yeah, really lovely condition. The manual's in. The discs all really nice. Got an advert for Chocobo Racing on the back there. And there's the other 2 discs. So there we go. That is my entire PS1 collection, how it's currently faring at the moment. So what do you think about any of these games? Are some of these your particular favourites? Would you want some of these in your collection? Just leave any of your thoughts, your opinions, your other associated nonsense in the comments below. And until the next random video pops up, I will see you next time. So, bye-bye.